Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? This is John Mason. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and that is a time we pay our respects to all the women in our lives, our mothers, and our wives, and our girlfriends, and our sisters, and every other woman we come across. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. And if we want the best for the women in our lives, we must protect their reproductive rights. There are all these states going around that places the most onerous restrictions on abortions. Like, you can only have an abortion after so many weeks before you even know, the woman even knows that there's a fetus inside of her. And you remembered Katie Britt, the senator from Arkansas, who had this very bad case of ham acting after Biden's State of the Union address. Is that the best the Republicans can do? Well, anyway, she has this bright idea of a database. She's proposing this bill that would establish a database for all women who are pregnant. Hello, 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 John Mason. How is everybody? Oh, the terrible things Donald Trump has done to prove himself to be a very vigorous, manly man. A true commander-in-chief, a glorious warlord that he isn't. You remember how the Bone Spurs guy had his precious parade and the bleachers were nearly empty and there wasn't any big crowds for him, and he was just sitting there morose, looked like he was about to cry. Hegseth sitting next to him, playing with his cell phone, Marco Rubio fidgeting in his chair, while millions of Americans were out in the street that same day as part of the No Kings protests. It was supposed to be his big day, and it was a disaster for him. And so he compensates for it by pretending to bomb about 3 or 4 nuclear facilities in Iran. He claims a glorious victory. He obliterated them. However, our own intelligence reports say that instead of obliterating Iran's nuclear capabilities, he just set them back a few months. He didn't affect the facilities for storing and processing the nuclear material were deep in mountains, so the bombs couldn't do any real damage to them. And domestically, Trump, with that walking butt plug of his, Stephen Miller, and his Homeland Security Secretary, the bitch, Kristi Noem, have been sending ICE agents into immigrant communities, Hispanic immigrant communities, terrorizing them, just nabbing people off the street, hard-working people, the kind of people who are mowing our lawns and picking our crops and tidying up our hotel rooms, people who just want a piece of the American dream. And they don't care if they're so-called legal or not, quote-unquote. They don't care if they've been in this country for decades. They don't care if they even serve military service. Like this one man in L.A. was just thrown to the ground by ICE agents. Maybe I shouldn't say agents. Maybe I call them goons, thugs. like Hitler's stormtroopers. And three of his sons either are or have been in the Marines. And that's supposed to be our enemy. I've heard it pointed out that you don't see ICE agents going terrorizing red states. Maybe it's a way of terrorizing blue states like California. But my hat is off to LA for chasing away, for being able to chase away those ICE thugs. So, Philadelphia, let that be a lesson for us. Let that be an inspiration. We can resist these idiots. We can stand up to them. It takes a community. And none of this rugged individualism crap that I've had a herd thrown at me. A community bands together and they defend each other. How sweet is that? That's what we gotta do. Keep banding together in our institutions and in our neighborhoods to stand up to these idiots. That's what's going to protect our freedom. And that's the pep talk for now. Now, advertisements. All this work I do in media is work, and I pay money for it. Pay money to go on all these platforms. I would like to even move it to a higher level if possible. So, please get on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button, and see what you can give. Thanks, I appreciate it. And my novel, Soldier of the Cross, is available on Amazon.com. It's the story of David Lucas, who was a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a horde chaser and a school bully. Gets in trouble in the army and comes out of the army a fanatical, born-again Christian, a fanatical, manly man for Jesus. But how he goes about it leads him to disaster. Do please pick it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. And my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is most excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay? Alrighty then. Like I said, we'll band together. We'll stand up for our rights. And we'll beat them. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Shabbat Shalom. Bye.